Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back with another video. And in this video, I'll be showing you my custom McFarlane, my first ever custom McFarlane figure that I painted. This is the Lex Luthor Power Suit, the regular one. And I said regular one, which because there's two of them. So I'll be showing you a little bit of the figure itself in terms of the paint. And of course, my experience with it. And just showing you more of my first ever custom McFarlane figure that I made in terms of painting. And so for I'll make a short video. I did post a picture of it, like the half of it being done. So here it is. It's somewhat complete. I say somewhat because there still needs some blemishes that need to be fixed and corrected. But for the most part, though, it's practically done. So before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at my custom figure. Now I know it's my first one, so bear with me. I know a lot of you are customizers are probably going to look at this and be like, wow, this is atrocious. But you know what? I don't care. This is my first time making one, and it was cool. It was a cool little experience. But anyway, so here it is. The look that I wanted is, I'll have a link to or a picture of the look that I wanted, but unfortunately the paint didn't look as I wanted it to look. So here's the look of the paint. So notice it's kind of like a dark gray, but yet on here it's like a bright silver. And so I think it's not so much of the paint's fault, it's mainly because of the base is obviously like a bright blue. So with that bright blue and having this kind of paint on here, unfortunately it makes it look like silver, but it is what it is. And I bought this at Frank & Sons as a Gundam marker. There you go, just showing you what I used. And yeah, and I'll do a comparison to the old one, so don't worry. But here it is. Here's my custom one. And overall, I think it looks cool. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. There's definitely a lot of blemishes on here. I mean, you can see it right here. I was cleaning it up a little bit, because what I was actually able to do is actually I don't know if you guys can see it, but there were some blemishes here, and I was able to use a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol and remove some of it. So it's still a lot of polishing that needs to be done and so forth, make it nice and clean. But overall, I think it looks cool. It's not the gray that I wanted. I wanted more like the comic book version, where this is kind of like painted down like dark gray type of thing, or black. But I got this bright silver, but I think it looks cool. That silver thing added more to it, especially with that bright blue on here, because the blue it's like a kind of a glossy bluish. I don't know how you want to describe it, but I think it looks cool. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, man. I mean, it did take me a while. It did take me a couple of hours. I had to kind of move around the legs and everything. You can see right here, there's some blemishes on here. It's not fully painted, so something that you're gonna have to learn. There's some parts here that I kind of went over. You can see right there. I wanted to have that look on here, but it went a little too much. But again, nothing too crazy. I can just clean it up a little bit. But overall, though, I think this is pretty cool, man. Cool little thing, little project that I had going on, and then I had a good time with it. Will I keep doing this? I think so. I mean, I'm not gonna go out there and spend a ton of money and trying to find figures. If anything, I might just buy like a clearance figure. I think I saw a grifter for like $10, so I might buy that and maybe kind of play around with it. But for the most part, though, I think this is a pretty cool little figure. And I think this is a fantastic starting point, because this figure itself, there's so much going on in terms of the actual sculpture. And I feel like with this figure, it was much easier to paint with, because you have a lot going on. There's a lot of canvas, I guess you can say, to paint on. You can see it right here. But overall, though, I really had a good time with it. And again, there's a lot of blemishes, but for the most part, though, even from a distance where I'm posing it somewhere, let's say I have like display, you can't really tell the blemishes unless you really focus for it. So it's not too bad. And I'll show you why I brought Bane here, because even though some of you customizers might look at this and be like, yeah, it's pretty messy, well, you gotta admit, this is my first time, alright? This is my first time doing something like this. Now check this out. And I know by me doing this, I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but you know what? I don't care. Now, this is McFarlane figures. This is the Mega figures, $40. This is supposed to be black, but you got some overspray there. So the way I thought about it is like, hey, you know what? I might not be the best, but come on. This is pretty bad. This is $40, but nonetheless, though. And here is the regular figure. So in terms of these two figures, they're pretty much identical. Of course, this one has a cape and a different head sculpture, but in terms of the sculpture design, they are identical. They're just, obviously, you guys can see the difference on there. And when I compare the two, I'm like, you know what? I think with that silver, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it could have looked better and cleaner, yeah, of course, but I think overall, It looks pretty cool. It's not the comic accurate that I wanted, but I can't complain. And again, for the first time me doing something like this, I can't be too hard on myself, you know what I mean? But there you go. Just wanted to show you guys the difference of the two. How it looks like. This is the original one. You see that color on here? And then obviously the silver on there. But overall, though, like I said, I liked it. I think this is a fun little project. I can see why so many of you customize and, you know, really go out with it, with the customization with McFarlane figures, because it can be addicting, because this is cool. You know, this is something that you can spend some time, spend a couple of hours, and make it your own. And, yeah. That concludes the look at my custom figure. Let me know what you guys think, or give me some advice. Also, too, let me know if this is a good type of marker to use on McFarlane figures. To me, I use this and it worked well. I just feel like I did it incorrectly. I didn't prep it right well and probably rushed it a couple parts. But let me know, man. Let me know what you guys use. Maybe, actually, question for y'all for customize. Is there a glow-in-the-dark one? Is there a glow-in-the-dark marker where you can paint it and makes it glow? I would like to know more about that, because I have some idea for some figures for like glow-in-the-dark, but yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. And of my customized McFarlane Lex Luthor Power Suit figure. Leave it in the comment section. And yeah, on to the next one.